Hello, my name is Humberto, and in this video I'm going to talk about the Cold War. The Cold War started after the end of World War II, and the term was first used in 1945 by the English writer George Orwell in one of his essays. This essay was called You and the Atomic Bomb. The term Cold War refers to a long period of tension between the democracies of the Western world and the communist countries of Eastern Europe. The West was led by the United States and the Eastern Europe was led by the Soviet Union. These two countries became known as superpowers. Although the two superpowers never officially declared war on each other, they fought indirectly in proxy wars, the arms race, and the space race. These two sides had two different ways of thinking, the communism in the East and the capitalism in the West. The father of communism was Karl Marx, a German economist, historian, and philosopher. The communism system sought public ownership and production for the benefit of everyone. On the other hand, we have the capitalism, which was developed by Adam Smith, a Scottish economist and philosopher. Capitalism sought private ownership and production for private profit, as opposed to communism. The Cold War originated some conflicts between nations. Some examples are the Korean War, which divided it in North and South Korea, the nuclear arms race, the blocking of Cuba by the US, and the space race. For this video, I interviewed someone else to find out her perspective. In this case, I interviewed my mom. Her name is Claudia Mercedes Sanchez Chavez, and she is 54 years old. The first question was, what countries were the world leaders during this period? And she answered that there were the US and Russia. The second question was, why did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards? And she answered that because they disagreed in many topics about managing their countries. The third question was, where did the Cold War take place? And she answered that mostly the US and Europe, but everyone could feel the tension around the world. The fourth question was, what opinion did the general public have of the Cold War? And she answered that they were scared that a nuclear warfare would get out of control. And the fifth and last question was, what type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal? And she answered that they had tons of regular firearms and nuclear weaponry. Finally, I'd like to state my opinion about the Cold War, and I think that it was bound to happen sooner or later. The disagreements were very notable, and it was probably inevitable. I think both systems have their benefits and disadvantages, and it all depends on how they are implemented, and it's up to each country to decide which system would fit best for them. Thank you.